Wanna come on an adventure with me? Let's play Vantage. Now, huge spoiler warning. You will going to see a few of the cards. But if you know Vantage, there are a lot more cards for you to explore on your own. I will try and keep as much from you as I can. But as I said, spoilers will be here. So let's just start. So weeks after receiving a mysterious signal from the Traveler, your ship arrives in the orbit of an uncharted planet. Create the total challenge dice pool using 8 dice plus 2 per player. We have 10 die. 10 dice in a solo game? No. Each player gains a different skill, select or randomize, and its matching character card. I like to randomize mine. We get the engage. This one's for us. And we get 1437. Our character is Emilian the Scholar. So when placed, he gets 2 cubes. We can reroll one of our challenge dice. Okay. Now each player sets the time, the morale, and the health token. I put mine on 4, so we're daring in this game. The first player gains 2 skills at random and plays the matching mission. See right sidebar in the center. They may reroll pairs to get an easier mission. We will do that if we will get a pair. And then we go to the location 001. So, yeah, I'm going to reroll for that. Okay. So it looks like our mission will be 1580. Collect flora samples. Have a total of at least 1 flora plus 1 per player, so 2 in grids or reserves. If you do, we can read 1580 in the Book of Secrets. Okay. Okay. So we go to Book of Secrets. The ship malfunctions. You have mere seconds to escape. Each player gains a different skill. Select or randomize. Places the matching location in the location card roller and simultaneously follows the instructions on the card. So let's randomize. We get the look. So 003. And it says each player should now have 2 skill tokens from location and step 2 on location 0, and the first player should have 4 skill tokens, which we have. Okay. Put that down. So I need a 3x3 grid, which will be here. Can we get a bit closer, maybe? Let's try it. Okay. You escape pod seals tight, ejecting towards the planet in a completely different direction from the others. Gain 2 random skills and crash onto the matching location. You may reroll pairs to get an easier location. This is our location. Where are you? 115. And we will gain those 2. Okay. Attached to a broken bridge at the northern edge of a steep cliff is an old stone building with stained glass windows. We can enter, spy, trade, assist, access, or break. He helps us with trade. I have nothing much to trade, so should we enter? Let's try and enter. I have 2 that we can use. 2 skills that we can use. So 115. 2 to enter the building through the front door. Should we use our tokens? Yeah, let's use them. So we will enter normally. Go to the interior 553. Several sentients glance at you before returning to their work. 553, okay. An ornate stained glass window casts colors across the room. You can exit, search, trade, build, steal, or raid. We could use 2 of our skills for search, or I can trade. I'm good at trading. Should we search? Let's search. So 553 4, and we're sector K. Search the interior for the smallest item. Let's use our 2 tokens. That was a good roll. I'll take that. Five, 553. Someone with lesser perception may have missed the elixir. Gain item 864 and claim exit. Economy exit to 115. Okay. When placed, we get 3 cubes. If empty, lose this card. On a location with a skeleton, lose this card and randomly gain card 1218, 1219, or 1220. We can put on overpower tokens. Okay. So we entered last time. Let's try and trade. It's our superpower. or our character. So let's trade. 115 trade 3. I'm gonna reduce this to 2. We're going to trade with the occupants. 2 again. Great. I like that. Okay, 115 trade. So it says the cartographers will happily buy any maps in your possession for their value. They can also sell you a map of the world's most prominent flora for 6 or an elixir for 2. If you don't buy or sell anything, they let you borrow their boat so you can be more interesting when you visit in the future. So I don't have anything that I can buy, and I don't have money. So they will borrow us their boat. Gain the vehicle. Gain 1014. So we have a move token on water for the vehicle, for the boat. We can place a move token on water on the rowboat. We can replace it with a sailboat. Okay, let's move. Let's go to 413. Cost us 1 die. That was lucky. Change that around like that. A large lotus thrives among the seaside vegetation across the inlet. We need flora samples. I like the plaque. We have a lot that can help us with that one. Let's try the plaque. We get a 4. So let's change that to a 3. Okay. I can put the heart on here. The star can go here. So let's try and re-roll. Another heart. Should I try and re-roll again? Yep. So this goes here. Remove the cube. This goes here. Nothing happens. And we succeeded. 413. Pluck. Pluck the lotus, careful not to damage the roots or petals. You pluck the majestic flower. Gain Flora 1159. So we collected this flora, this lotus. So we have 1 goal, 1 mission goal collected. I like that. Where do we want to go next? Move to the left. 729? Why not? If this is your first visit here, roll 1 challenge die. In the dice pool, if possible, suffer the result and place in center. That was a lucky roll. Let's move forward 723. I forgot to move. That's a pillar of stones seems like a nice place to have. Seems like a nice place to have a chat, but you're all alone here and the northern edge of a wide chasm. Scale, study, commune, practice, scavenge, or cleave. Just try and commune so we can use this space. Yeah, maybe. Let's try and commune. Commune with the lore stone. Okay, we can use 1 to 6 die. You center yourself, becoming one with the lore stone. It speaks to you, revealing the next step in your journey. Roll X skill dice. Gain all skills of one type from the result. You may continue with an action matching the result. So I have 6 skill dice. Gain all skills of one type from the result. So we can have 2. That was a green one. Where are you? Or 3. Should we cleave? Okay. You may continue with an action matching the result. So let's try and cleave it. Cleave the tip of the lore stone. We have 5. So 1, 2, 3. We get 2 die. And we reset. So 5 minus 3. We have 2 challenge dice. That was a blank. And we have a star. Of course, they're both different. Let's put it on a million. You manage to cleave the lore stone from the levitating perch. Embedded into the bottom half is an orange crystal. Gain item 1162. Pure citrine. Refine into a gem. Reduce the cost by 1 per boost paid. Replace this with 1168. Okay. Where do you want to move? 717? That's not good. Let's take it. Lose 1 time. We will move to 717. Ah, so beautiful. Okay. A crystal clear hot spring beckons to you. We can dive, learn, ask, brew, bathe, or pluck. Now, I like the word pluck. And I see a flora here. Maybe let's try and pluck it. Let's try and pluck it. Okay. 717. 2. Pluck a flower. Okay, we have a heart and a blank. I was trying to pluck it so we can put that on here. And remove this. So 717, pluck a flower. You unearth the vegetation, shaking dirt from its roots. A nearby sentient sees what you've done and smites you. Gain flora 1047 and curse 1389. So you get the curse. All players during stone interactions roll 1 challenge die in the dice pool for each unplaced setback, suffer the result, and place in center. We have the stone curse. Okay. But we have a second flora. We have a second flora. So before we go any further, there's this text here that says, have a total of at least 1 flora plus 1 per player, which was 2, in grids or reserves. If you do, read 1580 in the Book of Secrets. Your collection of flora would make any galactic botanist green with envy. You may either gain Destiny 1607 to pursue an epic victory via it or any other destiny, or end the game in a mission victory. Let's gain Destiny 1607. Build a new ship. Build a new, fully functional spaceship from scratch, not via upgrade or repair. If you do, you may complete the destiny by reading 1607 in the Book of Secrets. Okay. We should try and research this. 1607. Research 2. There's no space I can put that on. I can't use a reroll. So let's take the time to research how you can complete the destiny. This action can be performed at most once per game. The spaceship that brought you to this planet was a modern marvel of technology wizardry. It would take dozens of years to rebuild it from scratch. Fortunately, there are some time anomalies on this planet that may reduce the time you need to have a ship built. You may need to hire someone to oversee the job. Gain 5 and each player gains 1 engage. So you get 1 engage and 5 money. Let's move west. That's not good. So 717 west is 6 descent west down the cliff. That's not good. So we have 5. This will reset now. Nothing I can do for that. Look at that. Wow, that was lucky. Should we place that somewhere? Not that we could. Let's put that back. 717. West. Descend west down the cliff. You manage to scramble down the cliff face through a layer of fog to a rocky plain below. Go to 711 and gain 1 morale. That doesn't look good. This old stone skin lizard was guarded this building from the day it was erected. Don't let its size scare you. Interact with it safer than climbing those. We could consult. So you have the stone curse, which is the same. You can try and enter. So we roll 1 challenge die, which gives us a heart. I can place it here. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right. Let me know in the comments. So that was the curse for the stone. Now let's try and consult. It has a consult of 1, which we can use this one. Consult with the traveler about escaping this planet. Traveler's tone grows somber. Instead of deserting this place, why not make it your home? There are ample opportunities in the capital city to the far west. Gain 1 boost and Destiny 1607. Place in the center. So have at least 1 business, a commerce, agriculture, or service structure. If you do, you may complete the destiny by reading 1601 in the Book of Secrets. So the traveler said, in the capital city to the far west. We were going west the whole time. Why don't we move forward? 705? 1 move? Let's take the heart. An animal tethers to itself as it watches you from the ridge. Its claws are the size of your arm, and with dense clouds to the south, you have nowhere to run. Follow, observe, coax, feed, catch, or hunt. So we need to roll the stone curse. You can try and coax or hunt. I don't think I want to hunt. Let's try and coax. A 2. Coax the animal over to you. Okay. I have 1 blank and 1 star. Now let's use the star here and get another boost. 705 coax the animal over to you. It doesn't take much urging to coax the animal over to you, as it seems eager for company. Gain animal 838. So you have a wild animal, a crystal crab. And if we place 2 commute or engaged die here, we will have it loyal to us. Move west, 391. I don't like that. We're running out of time. 391. The sounds and smell of a city drift over the tall stone wall to the west. That's where we want to go. We can scale, scan, befriend, practice, gather, or dig. I would love to scale, but I have nowhere to place the die. Oh no. I could have 1 help. I'm going to reset. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, let's scale. Scale west up the wall 4. So I'm going to reduce that to a 3. We reset. Let's hope for something good. Okay. That's a good one. I'm gonna reuse this die. And then we have a heart. Nothing I can do with that. It's not going well, is it? We lose a health. Scale 391. In the shade of the wall, no one notices you slowly searching for footholds. You finally pull yourself over the top and into a busy street. Go to 788. A sentient sidles next to you, nudging you and saying something under their breath that you can't quite hear. Dash, listen, hire, assist, steal, subdue. I'm good at engaging. I have 1, 3, 2, 3 spaces for engaging. Should try it? Yeah. Let's try and hire him. 788, hire. Hire the sentient to work for you. Okay, 1 blank. So let's go to the crab. And let's use ourselves with the boost. No. 788. Hire a sentient to work for you. If you pay 2 money, gain sentient 1339. If you don't pay, the sentient shows you how they earn money. Gain either the rob ability or the steal ability. You may continue. I like to pay him 2 and gain the sentient. We have 5, so we get 3 back. 1339. Not bad, look at that. Tin the safe cracker. Oh, okay. When placed, we gain 2. I like that. This sentient takes a cube from another card in your grid. Then you gain the result of the challenge die placed on that card. We can gain 1 health back. Should we do this? I think I do it. So the sentient takes a cube. Then you gain the result of a challenge die placed on that card. So we gain 1 health. Was this right? So in 788 it says you may continue. Should we try an assist action? Let's try the assist. 788. 1. Ooh, assist with the heist. Oops. So only 1. Let's reuse that die. Let me... Okay. So we had the success. All the sentient requires is that you serve as a distraction for the other vendors in the square for 5 seconds. That's all it takes for them to rob each of them, and they'll split the proceeds with you. Choose one. Agree to the heist, or snitch on the thief. I agree. You pretend to faint with as much dramatic flair as you can muster. When the crowd finally realizes you're okay, you meet the sentient off to the side and they commend your effort. Gain ability 1481 and 5 money. 1481. Rob. Let's get rid of the lotus. Let's try and move to the west. I have to take it. Not what I wanted. $782. A green sentient flutters across the clearing, their movements hurried and nervous. Sneak, observe, greet, offer, rob, or attack. Shall we try and rob him? Let's try it. Not what I thought this gameplay will end. 782. Oh no. I feel so bad. I feel really bad. 782. Rob 1. Rob the sentient in their moment of weakness. Oh my god. 1 challenge die. It was hard. The sentient puts up no resistance, gain 5 money. I feel bad. I have to go back to the market. I want to research the setup shop. We have 2 hearts. It just killed us. I just killed my character. I lost 2 hearts. Nothing I can do against that. Let me know in the comments if you want to see another run through. It's such a funny game. So much going on, but I just love it. Let me hear what you think. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!